You Are Creators presents Down the Rabbit Hole. True stories that explore the mysteries of reality. My young daughter bends a spoon with her mind right in front of me. In the fall of 1999, I went to see Yuri give a talk at the Learning Annex class in San Francisco. I was delighted when Yuri demonstrated how he bends spoons with one of the spoons I had hopefully brought along with me. My spoon was a solid one, stamped with the words Wonder Craft Stainless on the backside of the handle. There was nothing unusual or weak about the spoon. Although I didn't attempt to bend the spoon forcefully, it seemed quite sturdy to me. So Yuri held my spoon up in front of him as he stood facing the audience of 100 or so people, holding my spoon in one hand by the cup part as he gently strokes the upper side of the handle with his free hand. He then asked all of us in the audience to shout "Bend" at the spoon and to visualize the spoon bending. We did this, and within seconds, we could see the spoon's handle beginning to move upwards towards Yuri's still gently moving hand. Yuri also sprouted some seeds in the palm of his hand, which grew at an astonishing rate with little green tendrils popping out of the seeds within moments of the audience shouting, "Grow!" These sights were so inspirational that I decided to organize a small spoon bending party at my home to see if we can bend any spoons. At our spoon bending party, most of us felt pretty self-conscious and took the spoon bending very, very seriously, instead of laughing and talking noisily and cheerfully as recommended. We didn't shout at our spoons and forks to intimidate them or to loosen them up. And yet, while we took turns focusing on one person's spoon, suddenly we noticed my daughter was quietly sitting with a fork in her right hand as she gazed off in the distance. And her fork was drooping down as if it was made of soft rubber. It seemed to melt down to mold itself to the shape of her wrist as we watched in amazement. She wasn't even paying any attention to her fork and didn't believe us until we said, "Your fork is bending." We're planning to have another spoon bending party, and this time we'll make sure to make a lot of noise and laugh and shout. It's been said that spoon bending requires relaxed inattention, in the sense that it's better to not get too preoccupied with worrying on whether your spoon is bending or not. People who are most successful at this say that it works when they're not even paying attention. That's when your spoon is most likely to bend. You have to first try to get it to bend, and then change the focus of your attention to something completely different, while continuing to touch or stroke it. If you think about quantum behavior on a macro scale, this business of relaxed inattention starts to make some sense. It's a lot like knowing that if you look for a quantum particle, you'll see one. And if you aren't looking for those particles, they behave like waves. This is a true story. And you just went down the rabbit hole where we question the mysteries and nature of reality, only on youarecreators.tv.